all of all, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all of all in between. This is for the absolute positive good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. If you watched anything that I've posted or any comments I've maybe stated or any of the pages that I'm at, you will know that I state that we live in a faithfully constructed lie, and at one time the earth was a true reflection of the one God, the Son of God, the Son God, the God of Allah of all, for everlasting peace I am, the enlightened out good truth of Jesus Christ, of all I am, the embodiment of matter of the thieving Holy Spirit, Atman, Adam Man, good God and truth of all I am, only crossing bigger and better than all negativity of the here and now of reality check. And at the time before the flood, during the pre-flood, prehistory, right? I believe that the earth was one continent, and depending on where the people established, they established pyramids to make the earth a true reflection of one together the same, a sister reflection of the sun, right? Positive and good as truth. All overall, bigger and better than all negativity. And I believe that the pyramids, right, were created over the original geyser systems, right, as a network underground that connected the whole earth through the continents, well, through the one big continent of us. And as we had to go deep for our water, because a lot of times it was under a geyser system, there wasn't as much on the surface till after the flood, okay? And a lot of it was frozen in the ice cap, so we had to go deep, and we also had to go deep to protect ourselves, but mainly for water resources, okay? And as we did it, we established cities, okay? But these underground cities, right, they were worker cities of less enlightened people, okay? And they were essentially what the middle class and the poor are to the upper class and the 1% nowadays, okay? And you can imagine them as the giants, okay? Those are the men of old of renown. They are on top. They're on top of the surface. They're reaping all the rewards. You hear me? They're running the whole place, okay? And at one time, they were all in sync with making everything positive and good. That was the leadership of the day. And then somehow, right, I guess through networking these tunnels and being underground and these cities being built, right, people started to become polluted. And I don't know if they were using directly radioactivity, right, with the water to heat it, to help with the geyser system, to help with the network system. That would explain the madness of the people. Or if that was just a secondary effect because of the cause of what they were trying to do. But I know at this time they were working with all different types of eugenics. The people were being bred all different kinds of ways. I will explain something to you about the leadership that was above. Listen, if you don't die, right, and you don't shrivel up and get old, you can only get bigger and better every way. That's why these men did live to be thousands and thousands and thousands of years old, right? And they were seen as giants, okay? But really, in reality, they was only like 8 to 12 feet tall to the best of them, maybe 15 feet. Maybe some of them got bigger than that. Who knows? But this is why the flood happened, is because they got, somehow the whole situation got corrupted, okay? And you want to know who built these pyramids? It was the giants of old, and the people under them, somehow it was a rebellion. And Shiva, right, was the Hindu religion, right, that somehow had come into play, because the whole mathematics of Hindu, from the Hindu to it's just totally different. Listen, if you know what good truth is, you know it's the substance, durability, and solidness of all. You know you have to flow, right, with it like water, positive and good, bigger and better than all negativity around you, okay? Now, you know that a triangle, right, is the most solid shape in all existence, right? The most positive, good as truth of shape, form, and mass of any body of anything in existence, right? And all pyramids were built that way. Well, all around the earth, it's a true reflection of the one God, the Sun God of all. Listen, and any God and all God that you could ever think of is only one more positive to the good God and truth of them, bigger and better than all negativity. Or they ain't. They're just negatively deficient of the good God and truth of them, to the bigger and better of all negativity, the God's honest truth of Shiva, because Shiva is a shaft on all who incarnate with him to the here and now of reality. He is the Godhead of the first faith of earth, and everything that we are of enlightenment out, right, is based through faith. Through all the religions of the earth, when the earth used to be one good truth of God to the here and now of reality check. And that's what our ancestors showed us. Okay? Now, I can't tell you exactly what happened, but I know this much. Whoever was in charge at that point, at that prehistory, right? The earth was connected, and there was a power struggle. Okay, now they say there was a power struggle in the heavens. Well, if it's below and above, right? Okay, well, if you know that the earth is going south, right, and the only chance you got, man, right, it is to flood the whole spot and start from scratch. Well, you might want to get with that. You hear me? And that's what happened. Okay, and then that's the reality check of the flood. And when it happened, it caused the continents to divide. Prior to that, there was no division in continents. These tunnels connected as a clean water way. It was the life force of all things on the surface of the planet to the Godheads of us. You hear me? And there was a rebellion. That's just a fact check. And I don't care how history or prehistory is wanting to be told to you, but if it's not told that way, it's a lie on you. And that's God, truth of reality check. Only cross one more positive when you feel all negativity. Only add up one and lighten out good as truth of the God of all for everlasting peace, as the good truth of the example of life of Jesus Christ, one who never dies negative to one neutral nothing, one who is only absolutely positively bigger and better than all faith, and the fools who crisscrossed him with all negativity. Good as truth, the absolute bigger and better of the thieving Holy Spirit, God, King, Adam, man, first evolved the triple male of all I am. In the beginning, Pistis Sophia was an atom, and all atoms are male and female with polarity. She crossed two female with polarity and split, and caused all the neutrons of creation of existence, right, to manifest perversely into the here and now of Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve was deficiently, right, of one more positive to be good as truth to the bigger and better of all negativity. And instead of them crossing back one more positive, or Adam crossing back one more positive for Eve, he crossed a nutty, fruity bushwhacker, negative with negativity, hallucinating, right? Let the good God and truth of him cross bad. A snake and a bushwhack, a Shiva shaft on all God, truth, reality check. And all faith is a blinding, undefined lie. It is a constructed lie, right? That teaches that things are bad and neutral when all is only one more positive to be good as truth, the bigger and better of all negativity, or it's just negatively deficient of it, the neutral or nothing. But every time you cross negative with negativity, right, you cross the neutron, right, that's inside of you to become slightly radioactive that's normally stabilized by the higher energy of the proton of the atom man of all I am. But when you cross negative with negativity, that energy, right, through your polarity, you incarnate the devil of you. Well, it causes the neutrons of that area of you where the negativity stated to become slightly radioactive. And if you birth that out, you birth it out as a Shiva shaft on you. You birth a negative matter only crossing negatively, right, to the one neutral nothing of you and all you love and cherish of reality check. And that's a fact check. That's God, truth, the reality check. Think of anything here and now, right? It's only here and now, absolutely positively bigger and better than all negativity, good as true. Or it would not be existing. It would negatively deficiently be nothing here and now. The neutral nothing. And that's God, truth, the reality check. And if any fool tries to tell you that something is neutral, especially an atom, you let that fool know that if an atom takes on too much negativity, it will cause its bond to the reality check of it, right, to disintegrate and decay to one nothing, and it will cause that atom also to split, right? That is not neutral anywhere. You hear me? Listen to me. Nowhere in existence is that neutral. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Listen to me. Either it's absolutely one more positive, good as the truth of God of all I am to the here and now of your reality check, or it's absolutely negatively deficient of one more positive to be good as truth, the absolute bigger and better of all God, truth, a reality check. And that is a fact check. God, truth, a reality check.